Fans Beyond Wrestling, this is Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place. Thanks for taking the time to join us for another match from the Ringleaders taping. And this time we have a first-time encounter between two mainstays on the Beyond Wrestling roster. Two guys who have been here since the Bosses and Busters taping. Our first ever DVD. It's going to be Jarek 120, the Magician, going up against Corvis Fear. Corvis Fear is the heart and soul of Beyond Wrestling. There you see how proudly he wears the Beyond Wrestling hoodie. He's introduced so many wrestlers to this environment, and now he wants to see some magic. Well, Jarek 120, who knows what he's got cooked up right here? He's turned the lights off in the arena. We're in total darkness here in this warehouse in Allentown, where we're doing the Beyond Wrestling Ringleaders taping. It's very hard to call the action when you can't see it, if you couldn't tell. But the lights come back on. Corvis Fear is tied up in a straitjacket in the trio position in the corner, and Jarek 120 just blasts him with a dropkick. You gotta wonder if Corvis Fear is impressed right now. Well, very impressive trick out of Jarek 120. A magician by trade. You should definitely check out some of his tricks on his How to Disturb Reality YouTube channel. If you've never seen what this guy is capable of. As we know, he likes to use a lot of these illusions to get an advantage over his opponents here in Beyond Wrestling. And now he's really getting an opportunity to step up here against Corvis Fear, one of the top-ranked wrestlers here in Beyond Wrestling. Now just distracting with his hand, and again, that open hand palm strike, just controlling his body and pulling him back up to that European uppercut. Jarek rushes in with a knee. He's going to be looking to complete the sequence, one would have to assume, with the Bulldog. Corvis Fear unable to escape and unable to protect his face because his hands are tied up. Just barely able to kick out. And that was a close near fall this early in the contest, but Corvis is trapped. If there's anybody that can create offense from a position like this, it's Corvis Fear, using the ropes just to bring Jarek 120 back into his own boot. Now getting underneath him with his shoulder to bring him down for the inverted atomic drop. But Jarek 120's grabbed his hoodie, though. Corvis able to pull him into that side headlock. Really wrenching away at the side of Jarek 120's head, but Jarek 120 is an escape artist as well. Replacing his own head with Corvis Fear's hoodie. Corvis Fear finding out he's mad.
You mad? You mad? I'm mad. You mad?
Corvis really starting to get frustrated here. Rushing into Jarek 120. Jarek leaping up and over. And a legitimate straitjacket suplex. Corvis Fear dumped on the top of his head. And he's going to have to retreat on the outside, or else he is in danger of getting pinned.
All right, are you going to do this the whole match, or are you just going to get hurt?
Jarek 120 is going to be following Corvis up.
This is fair. This is wrestling. Guy wants to see men.
Jarek 120 stalking his opponent. Or perhaps he's got something else in mind, looking to go underneath the ring. Corvis Fear turning around, realizing right now that his opponent is no longer behind him. Asking the referee, Brett Lauderdale, to check to see where he is. Corvis Fear, you're going to think he's going to be sick of being goaded into Jarek 120's traps at this point. As Corvis comes around the side of the ring with all of the other wrestlers, perhaps he sees something that would indicate that Jarek 120 is under the ring, those signature cards, but Jarek 120 just sending the cards into the face of Corvis Fear. And now sending Corvis Fear face first into that steel post. Corvis Fear stuck on the floor right here. Very difficult to get himself up from this position, flat on his back without the use of his arms. And as a result, Jarek 120 showing off his upper body strength before just dropping the elbow in Corvis' face. Of course, Jarek 120, really a jack of all trades. He's gotten himself in incredible condition thanks to the P90X program over the past few months. Somebody who really is a typical, he's a Beyond Wrestling success story. Debuting at the Bosses and Busters taping, he put on a match that we didn't feel was good enough to be shared with the general public. I mean, I'm just speaking honestly right here, but he's gone to great lengths to make sure that not only is he featured on all Beyond Wrestling events, but that he's a standout, that he's somebody that the fans are demanding to see. But he's been unable to pick up that one big victory. I mean, even last month at the Miracle Workers taping, he stepped up. He substituted for Jonathan Gresham when he couldn't make it to the taping, and he went against the #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling, Davey Vega, but he still came up on a losing effort. Again, Corvis Fear is so innovative, able to create offense from a position where his arms are trapped. The rolling elbow, the big boot. You want to talk about a big boot? How about Jarek 120, the big boot to his own camera?
Broke his own fucking
Jarek
camera.
120, of course, lending a helping hand when it comes to production here at Beyond Wrestling. And now finally, with the assistance of the official, Corvis is able to free his arms, untied from the straitjacket. He's going to be taking it off, and he's going to be looking to finally dish out some punishment to Jarek 120. Now Jarek 120 all tied up around his throat. Corvis, he's risking disqualification right here. Oh, now just whipping away at the back of Jarek 120. So we're trying to get our camera back in focus here. Now Jarek 120 being driven face first into the knee, and Corvis Fear, straight right hand. And again, Corvis is responsible for introducing so many wrestlers on the Beyond Wrestling roster to this environment, but Jarek 120 is not one of them. So you're going to wonder if Corvis doesn't have Jarek 120 scouted as well as he normally does some of his other opponents. Still, he's going to be relying on the innovative offense. Over a decade's worth of experience, Corvis Fear, most well known for his tag team in Jersey All-Pro with Mike Quest, the Garden State Gods, but he can get it done as a singles competitor, and that's why he has found so much success here in Beyond Wrestling. Always at the top of the card, one of the top-ranked wrestlers, although he has never been the #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling. And a win over here against Jarek 120 would certainly bring him closer to that goal. Jarek 120 grabbing some of his cards, is going to be looking to stall again. Asking Corvis, is this his card? They haven't even initiated a card trick.
Not even playing a fucking card game. I know the problem. I think I accidentally put your card in your boot.
Jarek 120 saying that Corvis has a card in his boot, and sure enough, lo and behold, and it's the Joker card. Corvis Fear known for nailing that Joker driver to finish off a number of opponents, but Jarek 120 making Corvis Fear kiss the ring. And just like that, Jarek 120 using his illusion to confuse his opponent. And now able to control the body of Corvis Fear, bring him in position. And he's finished him with that palm strike. Is that going to do it? The lateral press, the leg is hooked. And Corvis is on it too. And it's no wonder why Jarek 120 has quickly become one of the most popular wrestlers on the Beyond Wrestling roster. And now Jarek 120 is going to be looking to dive on Corvis. Instead going for that baseball slide. Corvis splitting him in the uprights. Another punch to the face. Swinging Jarek 120 in position. Oh, and just kicking him in the back of the head. Corvis Fear looking to clear a path. He's going to be looking to run down those stairs, building up momentum and using that cross body to connect across the chest of Jarek 120, catching him up on the ropes. Normally we see Corvis Fear hit that maneuver on an opponent heading outside of the ring, but instead this time switching it up. Again, you never know what you're going to expect out of Corvis Fear. And Jarek 120 unable to escape. That time getting caught up on the second rope. An unbelievable combination of offense from Corvis Fear. Now going for that lateral press. And Jarek 120 able to get the right shoulder off the mat. Well, Corvis bringing Jarek to the corner. If there's one advantage that Corvis has in this contest, it's experience. He's going to know how to dictate the pace of the match to his advantage. And now chopping Jarek with the card. Jarek is caught up in the tree roll position as we saw Corvis Fear in at the beginning of this contest. Ooh, just stomping away at the face. Corvis Fear, what does he have in mind next? He's going to be looking to bring his opponent back up to his feet. He's going to be driving him face first into that top turnbuckle. Sure enough, Jarek 120 unable to block. And Corvis Fear is going to be looking to take Jarek 120 for a trip around the ring. His home, the place where he feels most comfortable. Now Corvis looking to complete the sequence with one more. But taking just too much time. Jarek 120 able to get the foot up. Connects with the kick to the side of the head. The European uppercut. But the split-legged moonsault misses the mark. Corvis Fear able to get out of the way, but unable to get back up to his feet. As referee Brett Lauderdale issues to the count, if neither competitor could get to their feet to answer the 10 count, we're going to see a draw, which is something that is not very common here in Beyond Wrestling. Corvis Fear is back up to his feet first. Jarek 120 able to find an escape. Missing with the kick this time, though. Corvis boosting him up. And then responding with a German suplex of his own. You can tell that Corvis is looking to get retribution for some of the offense that he faced earlier on in this contest. Of course, these aren't even the moves in Corvis Fear's arsenal that he normally uses to finish an opponent. Typically, we see him using that Joker driver, and he picked up a card in the ring right there. Now just sticking it to the chest of Jarek 120, and it looks like it was that Joker card, and now Corvis going for that Joker driver. But instead, rolled out of the position, and just getting bum rushed right out of the ring by Jarek 120. Jarek is going to be looking to go for a dive once again. Corvis is out of the way, but Jarek catches himself on the apron. Able to avoid the kick. Nails one of his own. And going for that poncho, but just caught and turned around in midair. Power slammed right down on the outside. And that was the opening that Corvis Fear needed to create for himself. But again, not able to capitalize. So much damage done to Corvis Fear in the earlier moments of this bout.
Yo, he mad.
Corvis mugging to the camera. Gonna roll back into the ring, perhaps looking for a count-out victory. Although that would surprise me. But that would also be very telling of the amount of damage that Jarek 120 has really done to Corvis. Jarek's in before the 10 count, although going right back out to the apron and falling back to the floor. He's hurt. Well, Corvis, instead of looking to do more damage, he is going to be looking to do the count-out, looking to pick up the count-out victory, perhaps sensing just how hurt Jarek 120 is. These guys really taking a lot out of each other. Corvis just taunting Jarek 120, who once again is able to answer the count. But again, as he goes under that bottom rope, is going back onto the ring apron, using those ropes to pull himself back up to his feet. Able to block the right hand, connected with an elbow, connected with a kick. Perhaps he's lured Corvis Fear into his trap, springboarding up. And what a tornado DDT! Unbelievable offense from Jarek 120. Both legs are hooked! And that was about as close as it's gonna get. Take another look right here. Jarek 120, again, such an incredible athlete. The way he was able to balance himself on the ropes, target his opponent, just drive him right down to the mat. Again, as you can tell, the pace is really slowed down. Jarek 120 trying to find that second win. Looking to feed off the energy of some of the other wrestlers on ringside. But again, it's hard for them to pick a favorite in this contest. Corvis swinging Jarek 120 into that ace crusher. He's going to be trying to pop back up. And connects with a second variation. Is that going to be enough for the victory? Corvis Fear not hooking the leg. Jarek 120 not kicking out but stopping the official. Jarek 120's got Brett Lauderdale hypnotized. And Brett Lauderdale under the control of Jarek 120 slapping Corvis. Jarek 120 using the distraction to his advantage, even trying to hook the tights. Again, just goes to show you just how desperate both of these guys are at this point in the match. And this one's really broken down right here. Jarek 120 winding up. Again, distracting Corvis Fear, but Corvis caught him to no surprise. Punching him, giving him a dead arm. Driving him down to the mat. Jarek 120 elevating Corvis and driving him down with the knees. Pulling himself back up in the corner, taking him down with the elbow, and Jarek has finally found his second win. Finishes the combination with that leg lariat. Able to duck out of the way of the clothesline. But this time, Corvis able to counter the DDT with the Joker driver. Corvis Fear has got Jarek 120 beat. He's just got to get over and pin him right now. Now trying to roll himself over, trying to drag himself. He's got the arm drape. That's going to count for a pin, but it's not a very effective cover. And as a result, the left shoulder comes off the mat, and this match will continue. Corvis Fear shocked, arguing with the official, asking if he's still hypnotized. That seemed like a fair count for Brett Lauderdale. Now Corvis Fear, perhaps spending too much time addressing some of the other wrestlers around ringside. Jarek 120 again trying to stall. Corvis asking if he's got any more tricks. What did he just pull out? Well, that was enough to get the Hurricane Rana off the mat. The first kick is countered, the second one is not. And now Jarek 120 looking to elevate his opponent up onto the turnbuckle. Corvis is in trouble from this position. Again, another open hand strike. The elbow connects. Jarek 120 perhaps looking to hit a Hurricane Rana from this position. Corvis Fear, he's got his opponent subdued. He's driving the face first in that turnbuckle. Going for that flipping powerbomb, but Jarek 120 again, the upper body strength on display, holding onto the ropes. And now look at the way he was able to just drive Corvis Fear down, almost like an inverted version of a pedigree, hooking the arms and sending him face first down to the mat. A very unique counter from Jarek 120, but let's see how effective it was. Corvis Fear did not have the wherewithal to kick out, but the veteran knew where he was in the ring, and instead of having to expend the energy, was able to buy himself some time by putting that foot on the bottom rope. Very, very competitive match here. One of the best we've seen here in Beyond Wrestling. I'm so happy to be able to provide you so much free content here at youtube.com/beyondwrestling. Please, if you don't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free weekly matches and so much more. I mean, Jarek 120, he's really built a name for himself. He's one of these YouTube celebrities as well. Such an incredible following. So gifted, both inside and outside of the ring. Corvis Fear is a wrestler through and through. Looking to go for the ace crusher, just crumpling in the ring. And just as we saw, Corvis had concern for Jarek 120's well-being when he was on the floor earlier in this contest. Now Jarek 120 not really sure what to do either. He wants to finish off his opponent, but he's at a point where I don't think he wants to inflict any more pain. Jarek 120, that was a bold claim, saying that Corvis Fear can't hang with guys like him anymore. And now going for that flipping pile driver, but again, just taking too much time. Corvis trying to adjust Jarek 120 on his shoulders. Now perhaps going to be looking for a tombstone pile driver. Oh no, he's got one of the arms of Jarek 120.
What fucking move?
What is Corvis doing right here? Oh, a straight jacket tombstone pile driver. I've never seen anything like that before. And to no surprise, Jarek 120 unable to kick out.